Wanted, dead or alive, the tax pros and cons of gifting versus inheriting. Hey, y'all. Welcome to today's show of Tax and Money Mastery. I'm Ashley Freeman. I'm a tax and asset protection attorney. And while I am a tax and asset protection attorney, I'm not your tax and asset protection attorney. So everything that you hear here should be taken as an educational thing. And if you have any questions, please speak to your personal advisor. That being said, today is alive or dead. Talk about gifting. It can be very confusing. You are allowed to gift this year. We're talking 2025, and it goes up a little bit every year. This year in 2025, you're allowed to gift $19,000 to anyone you'd like. Your spouse is also allowed to give $19,000 to anyone they like. Your child is allowed to give $19,000. Okay, so everybody is allowed to give $19,000 to anyone, as many people as they would like. That $19,000 did not come off of your lifetime exclusion limit. So what your lifetime exclusion limit is, right now currently, it's $13,990,000. So let's just round it off and say it's $14 million this year. So you can gift up to $14 million and not pay tax on it. Yep, that's right. You can give up to $14 million and not pay tax on it. Okay, so where's the $19,000 come in and the $13 million or the $14 million? All right, so let's say Granny wants to give me some money and Granny gives me $19,000. Granny doesn't have to do anything else other than she gave me the money, I kiss her and hug her and thank you, Grandma, and we're off. She doesn't have to do anything tax-wise. I don't have to do anything tax-wise. We're all good. Now let's say Grandma wants to give me $25,000. Grandma's going to gift me $25,000. Now, because Grandma's over that $19,000 limit, she's going to have to file a Form 709 with the IRS. Form 709 is the gift tax exclusion, and all it is it tells the IRS that Grandma just gifted me $6,000 over and above that $19,000. So that $6,000 is going to come off of my lifetime exclusion limit. Does that make sense? I hope so. Now, let's say I want to gift money to, my son wants to buy a $40,000 vehicle. Well, I want to gift him money, but I don't want to have to pay tax on it, or I don't want the IRS to know about it. I don't want it to come off of my lifetime exclusion. I can gift my son $19,000. My husband can gift my son $19,000. My other child can gift my son another $19,000. So now he's got extra. He's got plenty for titles and insurance. None of us then have to file the Form 709. All right, so that's the way that works. In 2026, that $14 million no tax exclusion is going to go up to $15 million per person. So I can gift up to $15 million with no tax. My husband can gift up to $15 million with no tax. My children can each gift up to $15 million with no tax. That is scheduled to go up kind of as a COLA, so to speak, with inflation, as inflation rises. Who knows, it may change when we get a new administration in office. It usually does change. It goes up, it goes down. You just never know what you're going to get. It's a crapshoot. Okay, so now we move on to alive or dead. When we give a gift while we're still alive, it's called an inter vivos gift. And an inter vivos gift, it follows the same rules. So if it's $19,000 or below, we don't have to file that Form 709. If it's above that, we have to file the Form 709. The person, let's say it's not cash. Let's say I gift some stocks to my child, and the the stock is appreciated. When I bought it, it was $100 a share, and now I'm gifting it to my child, and it's $200 a share. Well, my child's basis in the stock, the child is going to step into my basis, which is going to be $100 per share because I'm still alive. If my child then decides to sell the stock and sells it for the fair market value of $200, my child will then have capital gains tax to pay of $100, the difference between the basis and the sale price. Okay? So no matter what it is, if I gift it while I'm alive, the person that I gifted it to steps into my shoes and gets my basis, whatever my basis in that property or asset is. Now, if I wait until I'm dead to give it, I know that sounds kind of weird. Wait till I'm dead to give it. How do you give when you're dead? Well, you give when you're dead through a living trust or a will. Preferably a living trust. Wills suck, and we'll get into that in another podcast. All right, but if Granny has a house, Meemaw has a house. Meemaw has a house down south, and she wants to gift it to me after she dies. So what happens is I inherit the property. Meemaw dies tomorrow. When Meemaw bought that house, she bought it back in 1950, and she paid $5,000 for it. No, let's say $10,000. Okay, just trying to make the math easy for the old attorney here. Okay, so she paid 10 grand for it, and now Granny dies tomorrow. She gifts it to me through a living trust, and I am now going to have an appraisal done, and the appraisal is going to be for the date of Meemaw's death. And you can still go back and do it. Maybe you inherited something, a couple years ago and you didn't know any better. You didn't know that you needed to get an appraisal for the date of death. There are appraisers that know how to do that. They have the ability to go back 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, and do an appraisal for the time of the death. So I get Meemaw's house appraised, and it's now valued, even though Granny only paid 10 grand for it, it's now worth $100,000. So since Meemaw waited until after death, I now get the fair market value, the basis of the at death amount. So I step into the basis of $100,000 instead of $10,000. Now, if I go sell it, I'm going to sell it at fair market value, which is going to be about $100,000. And I'm going to pay zero capital gains. If Meemaw decided she wanted to gift me the same house while she was alive, then I would step into her shoes, her basis of $10,000. And then say Meemaw goes into the nursing home and, okay, I want to sell the house because I don't need it anymore, but I'm having to pay to take care of Meemaw. So I step into Meemaw's basis of $10,000, but it's worth $100,000 now, and so I sell it for the $100,000. Now I've got capital gains of $90,000. So better off to wait until after death to give it. What happens? A lot of people ask, what happens then? What if it was a rental property that Meemaw had? She rented it out, and she took, she had it for many years, and she took depreciation on it every year. Is there going to be recapture when she dies? No, that's the beauty of dying, kind of, is the recapture is gone. You don't have to worry about that anymore. All right, so that, I hope, explains everything about gifting. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If you have things you want to hear about, tax questions, things like that, please comment. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear what you want to hear more about, what you want to learn more about. But that's gifting in a nutshell. So go out there and give it while you're alive. If it's an appreciated asset, wait until you're dead. All right. Y'all have a good one. I will talk to you soon. Thank you for listening. If this blessed you in some way or helped you with something, please feel free to share it with anybody you would like. Please leave a comment and evaluate me. Let me know how I'm doing. Okay? Thanks. Have a great one. See you on the flip side.